What's up, guys? You already know this is Shaunjayrell says, and today I just want to briefly talk about how I feel about what's going on with the state of the iPhone. Of course, CES just happened. It was a big event. A lot of products was demoed. Just a lot of things happened, and it was all good. But as I wake up yesterday, and I did just my usual blogging, and also researching to see what's going on. And I'm on CNET.com, and a lot of different, they had a lot of different articles on the iPhone, and I just feel that the iPhone is about to be going very downhill as far as, or if not, it's already there. It's already starting to take that tank towards not doing good. I mean, because articles that I read were like basically they were saying that a lot of people are starting to trend away from the iPhone and go towards Android because of because you know uh, the capabilities of Android phones, and there's a lot of different things that you can do to Android phones. The iPhone, of course, the same difference. There's a lot of things the iPhone can't do that Android can't do, but it's really going downhill as far as like they had the top ranking phones for the major carriers, and of course only the top three out of four major carriers, and of course the iPhone 5 ranked number three with AT&T and Verizon, and on T-Mobile and Sprint. Of course, T-Mobile doesn't sell it, so of course it wasn't there, and then with Sprint it wasn't even there, and basically it was all Samsung phones from each individual carriers, which you can't really blame Samsung because they're producing a lot of phones with a lot of great capabilities for the users out there, which means that Samsung is, of course they're now number one of all the of as far as phone makers out there. And then also I read another article on the fact that excuse me, that Apple is cutting the production of their screens because of their sales not being so good. So now, only other thing I can say is that Apple really has to step it up, within the next 2 years, because even being a tech reviewer, a tech blogger, um, I still get a lot of people that come to me and be like, well, why you haven't got the iPhone 5? And of course, I tell them, my iPhone 4S does the same things that the iPhone 5 does, except for iPhone 5 is faster and have a bigger screen. That's pretty much it. That's the only reason why I haven't upgraded to it. Now, I mean, other people have their thing, the other different reasons. Of course, as far as I tell people that Apple only carries their products for people who's been there with them from day one, who the fanboys and fangirls, as far as as far as Apple products in a whole general spectrum. But as far as the iPhone, the only sales that they're getting are the people who's like, oh well, I gotta get this phone. It's the newest and greatest phone that Apple came out with, so I had to get it, instead of trying to win the crowds of people from Android. That's not what they're doing. That's the strategy that they need to take. Just try and get Android people to like iPhone. But I mean, that's here or there. I don't see, as far as the capabilities of the next iPhone, which it may be the iPhone 5S, or they might just skip to the iPhone 6. We don't know until the actual phone comes. The actual when they had the keynote for it. But as far as I see everything, Samsung is really blowing it out the water. And of course, as far as like mass producing phones, and they made 37 phones last year. That's a lot compared to one iPhone that came out. Even though that one iPhone is on a lot of different carriers all around the world, you still got to think about the 37 phones that was made. It probably could have been just those 37 phones made for the United States in some other countries, and then they made phones for other that, so maybe more than 37. The article didn't state that; it just said it made 37 phones. So you can never know what's going on with phone companies these days, and or cell phone makers and different phone companies, or what's going on. But before this video gets too long, that's just my take on it as far as the iPhone, is that it's really sinking, and that it really needs this next one, it needs to be a smash. It needs to be a smash. It needs to win people over. And if I don't see that, I see in the next couple of years, like 2 or 3 years, you know, I kind of think it's they're probably gonna they probably not, but I feel that it's probably going to need to need to just go. I mean, I love the iPhone, but of course I only love it for the apps on it. But I mean, that's neither here and there. But guys, just tell me what you think about what I said. In the comments down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos that I have and more unboxing and reviews, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch y'all guys in the next video. I'm out.